Welcome back. Hello, my lovely friends. How you all doing? Hope you enjoyed episode 1 of this series. We're building a brand. Hello everyone, we're working close with TNA Wrestling. We've got Chris Downs, Frankie Sarah, and this is in the wrong spot. And now I've totally fucked it. This is why these channels are not made for fucking... I'm going to try and stop swearing on my videos. March resolution. Try not to swear on my videos. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, our executive consultant gimmicks got in the train of awful. Please welcome Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the head booker at TNA Wrestling. And these boys are here on behalf of me and TNA. AJ Styles, I'm going to make your life howl on TNA. I'm right here. If you think that last night was the end of you and Abyss, this is where you are wrong. Manhattan Mayhem, Abyss versus Ladder, AJ, Ladder Wars, Bucket, Ring of Honor. And while we're in the process, Ladder Wars is Manhattan Mayhem is coming up. It'll be live from New York City as it is every year. We'll feature all the stars of Ring of Honor Wrestling coming out for one night only to perform and put on a great show for the wrestling fans around the world. But we are going to see AJ Styles versus Abyss one last time in a Ladder Wars match. That is the match I've been aiming to do. 63C, not bad. Well done, Paul Heyman. We opened up the night in a decent match. Bobby Lashley defeated Michael Elgin in 8:01 by pinfall with a knockout punch. Elgin 50, Lashley 56, no work points, 54C-. In a decent match, Delirious defeated Jay Lethal in 7:37 by pinfall with a pump handle wheelbarrow driver. Jay Lethal 52, Delirious 55, no work points, 54C-. And in Kevin Steens, it goes, well, he beat me in a last man standing match. Well done. So what's that? 1 for 1? We need a rematch. One last time. Manhattan Mayhem. And I'm going to make this fun. A 30-minute Iron Man match. Of course, that is with Adam Cole, a 30-minute Iron Man match. That is huge. I think it's the longest match these two are probably going to be in throughout their careers, because they've all dropped. Well, Kevin Steen's dropped. He's now a mid-carder. Adam Cole's still a mid-carder, and he's doing a good job. He also gets a big win tonight. But a 51D plus, not bad. I'm quite happy with that. In a poor match, Red Dragon defeated Jalen Rush in 8-10 when Bobby Fish defeated ACH by pin with the moonsault. Today, Thomas 34, ACH 38, Kyle O'Reilly 43, Bobby Fish 46. No work burns 42D. I would like to warn you now that there is a moment on this show that can be quite violent and quite disgusting and is not suitable for younger viewers. Jay, let's cut the crap. This is it. Let's not do these stupid gimmick matches. Let's go for it. 2v2 tag team match, Manhattan Mayhem. Young Bucks will be champions again. Don't you worry. So we've been doing all these gimmick matches with the Briscoes and the Young Bucks, and they've been doing really well. But the Briscoes are like, stop doing a standard match. Let's just go for a standard tag team match for the tag team titles. Let's defend the honour. And that, for anyone who's interested, it's that image and that border, whatever you want to call it, is what came up, which is what gave me the idea behind the TNA Invaders storyline. Instead of just bringing a load of TNA wrestlers, it kind of helped define the story. 42D. And then Chris Sarah goes, so you're a psycho killer. Well, you've not killed me, Ciampa. I'm still standing. You want to kill me? Let's do this one last time in 4 weeks. 50D plus. He's going to regret saying that. He's got blood on his hands after later on tonight. In a decent match, Adam Cole defeated John Henning in 6:09 by pin with a flying crossbody. Henning 59, Cole 48. No work appearance, 55C-. In a poor match, Tommaso Ciampa defeated Cedric Alexander in 6:33 by pin for the Project Ciampa. He makes defense number 4 of the television title. Cedric Alexander 35, Ciampa 38. No work appearance, 38D-. And now we will see blood in his hands. So I did not kill you. Sorry. I thought after what I did, I was going to keep you away, hero. You want one more chance this time, I will kill you like this. And with this, he grabs a rope and he puts it around Cedric's neck and throws him over the top rope and hangs him. Security run to try and stop him, and after quite a long while, they do. And he just picks the mic back on and goes, I'm a psycho killer, and you're next. Bloody hell. Now, we've heard Ciampa be saying this over the past few weeks that he's a psycho killer, but that is taking it to the next level. That is lethal. You know, I'm not being horrible, that is dangerous. He's just hanged someone. He's literally just hanged someone over the top rope. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to find out what happens next week to Tommaso Ciampa, but that is dangerous. Well, obviously, there's going to be some repercussions. In an exceptional match, Bobby Roode defeated Samoa Joe in 640 by pinfall the payoff after Paul Heyman interfered. Bobby Roode 73, Samoa Joe 70, 65C. A video plays up your main event tonight. I thought this would be a good fun match. They've faced each other in TNA, so we're going to do AJ Styles versus Sting. It'll be a nice little main event. In an exceptional match, AJ Styles defeated Sting in 1949 by the Superstars Clash. AJ Styles makes defense number 6 of his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. Sting 76, AJ Styles 79, 66C+. And then we're going to have a closing angle tonight. After the match, AJ gets up and shakes the hand of Sting, and then Paul Heyman, followed by his men, hit the ring, attacking AJ and Sting and laying them out. And then Paul Heyman just gets given a mic and goes, AJ and Sting, TNA is the best place. Well, this is just a crap heap where wrestlers come before going to WWE. Shots fired by Paul Heyman on Fully Loaded tonight. Whew! 65C increased our popularity in 45 regions. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. What is Paul Heyman got in store? What are the repercussions going to be for Tommaso Ciampa? And I can promise you this, Mick Foley is going to be in charge next week, and he's going to be in full force. It's all going to be kicking off next week. Join us next week for another episode of Fully Loaded. Welcome to Fully Loaded. Hello everyone, welcome back. We've got 2,662 people at the McAllen Convention Centre tonight as we see the opening package of stars of Bear, Stangles, MVP, RVD, Samoa Joe, Sting and Bobby Roode. You don't appear, you don't appear, you appear, you appear, you appear, you appear, and you appear. Sting and RVD are not on the show tonight. We've been like AJ Styles. It's like, last week, Paul, you made yourself known. And I've had it with TNA coming in and trying to take over. So here it is. Bully Ray, come here next week and face me in this ring. Face me in this ring for the title. Tonight, well, I'll let Sting tell you. Whoa, let me tell you something coming tonight, Paul. Get Abyss and Bobby ready, because tonight me and AJ are going to kick their ass in the main event of Fully Loaded. And we kick off the night in a bit of a good wrestling and decent match. The crowd, Kevin Steen defeated Roderick Strong in 750 by pinning the package pile driver. Strong 65, Steen at 56, so 40-62C. Not bad. In a good match, John Henning defeated Matt Hardy in 829 by pinning the Starship Pain. Henning 58, Matt Hardy 62, Hardy in Flying in Performance 61C. And then we see Mick Foley, and he's back. We see security surrounding the door with Mick as Ciampa arrives at the venue. Mick's like, after last week, you're not allowed in. You're suspended until Matt and me. And Ciampa's like, I will do it to you, Mick, if you don't let me in and wrestle tonight. And Mick's like, it's not happening, Ciampa. Go home. And then with this, Hero just jumps over the security guard's arms and attacks him. It's all out brawl in the parking lot. The fight is going all over the place, and then security split him up. And then Mick's like, both of you leave now. Hero, I want you here next week. Ciampa, you're banned from Ring of Honor shows until Manhattan Mayhem. Whew. Mick Foley's got a job on his hands. And in about a decent match, Simba cheat, Kenta debuts, defeated Michael Bennett in 820 by putting the go to sleep. Maria Coast did some good work at ringside. Kenta debuted, no gimmick needed. Below average, Michael Bennett 47, Kenta 55. No work appearance, 53C minus. In an extremely short match, why did Delirious win? It was meant to be Galloway that wins. Anyway, Delirious beat Galloway in 4:33 by the double under pile driver. 50-48. I'm going past that. Well, this angle did well. This angle got us a 78B. What brings you to my office, Paul? I ain't got time for your crap. Look, Kurt Angle is staying banned until he can wrestle, and I can't get rid of you because the new owner hired you without realising what an asshole you are. And I was like, oh dear, someone's not happy, are they? No. All I wanted to say is your time in this office is limited. Because when Abyss becomes champion at Mayhem, hell, even Bully Ray, I'm going to kill this company and you will go back to FWE and we won't need to see you again. And remember, you can't punch me. And it's like, get out of my office before I bring in War Machine. They can kick your ass. You see, I can't, but wrestlers can hit you. And Paul, if I tell most of them to, they will. With this, Paul quickly leaves the room leaves the room, a look of shock on his face. A 78B. I didn't realise they were going to do that well. And then the Unboxer You see Mick scurrying past while they're doing the interviews with the Young Bucks off camera. You can hear them scurrying past. And they look really confused. And then they start talking. One last time, okay, Briscoe, you're not going to get these tag titles. We are the brothers, and these are our belts. Look around. You think you're getting these? Is a joke. And at Manhattan Mayhem, we prove it. 49D plus on the Young Bucks. Next up, in a decent match, Bad Influence defeated Red Dragon at 750 when Chris Daniels defeated Bobby Fish by pinfall, the best moonsault ever. Kyle O'Reilly 44, Bobby Fish 43, Frankie Zane 61, Chris Daniels 75, Noah Cabrera 61C. In about great heat and good wrestling, Bobby Lashley defeated MVP in 758 by pinfall, the choke slam. MVP 65, Lashley 56, Noah Cabrera 62C. Our main event tonight, of course, hyping up the main event. In an exceptional match, AJ Styles, Abyss and Bobby Roode defeat Sting and AJ Styles in 23-14 when Bobby Roode defeated Sting by the payoff. These don't work. AJ Styles 82, Sting 76, Bobby Roode 67, Abyss 66. Abyss and Techno, AJ Styles in Rumble gives us 69C plus. That's where we end tonight's fully loaded with a 68C plus all around the town. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again next week for another edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling. Fully loaded. I've changed our booking style to be rated more on popularity and in-ring equal, and it seems to work. We've got 3,000 people at the IA Young Arena tonight. We've got H-Styles MVP, RVD, Sting, Joe, Rude, Henning and Abyss in an angle. We open up the night with 67C plus, and Paul Heyman's in the back and he's like, this is just too easy, and this proves it right here. Look at this. Two new men, EC3 and Bully Ray. AJ, you wanted a match, and tonight you get your and tonight you've got it in that ring live. Look here, Ring of Honor, we're not here for roses. We are here to destroy this shit little company. You saw what happened to all the wrestlers we hired at Summerversary. They lost. Why? Because TNA's better than Ring of Honor tonight. We'll be leaving the champion. Because I noticed that RVD lost, Sting lost. Robbie did well, Jesse Goddard did, EC3, Bobby Roode did. Which is good, Bobby Roode came across well, actually. We had everyone unscripted because Bully Ray wanted to be unscripted. But everyone else seemed to do very well. So that was quite good. No report on Abyss. But 67C plus, not bad. Everybody improvised well, even with when I didn't think they would be able to do it. But they pulled it off. In a poor match, the Bromans defeated Adrenaline Rush in 702 when Jesse Goddard defeated ACH by putting the stunner after Paul Heyman got involved. Today's Thomas 28, ACH 35, Robbie 36, Jesse 32, Jesse in performance and Robbie in flying. We'll take Robbie off Paul Heyman, but we can have Paul Heyman manage Jesse, which is good. That's not a problem. In about D2S and Reynolds Street, Chris Hero defeated Jimmy Jacobs in 1810 by pinfall the Hangman's elbow. Jimmy Jacobs 41, Hero 43, No Work Bros 43D. After the match, Hero celebrates victory in the ring, then out of the crowd with a rope comes Ciampa. He jumps over the guardrail and goes to attack Hero, but before he can get in the ring, security rush out to stop him. You can hear him scream, "I'm coming for you, Hero, I'm coming." 39D minus. Of course, he's banned from these shows. He's not meant to be in Ring. He's not meant to be at any of the shows until next Sunday night. So 2 weeks' time, you know. He's going to be at Manhattan Mayhem, but that's the only time we're meant to see him. So that's a big problem. In a decent match, the Briscoes defeated the Red Dragon in 532 when Dre Briscoe defeated Kyle O'Reilly by from the double under power driver. Kyle O'Reilly 40, Bobby Fish 41, Mark Briscoe 50, Jay Briscoe 54, no occurrence 49D plus. After the match, the Young Bucks come out and they go, "Well done, you got a win. First time in a long time, it looks like you could beat us." And then Nick's like, "Come on, don't be stupid. They're not going to beat us at Manhattan Mayhem." Why? Because I don't see them in Japan tearing it up as well. And with this, the Briscoes just jump out of the ring and it's an all-out brawl to the back. Just a bit of fun. In a decent match, Ethan Carter III defeated Eddie Edwards in 744 by the Sweet Meat Sizzler. Eddie 58, Ethan Carter 46, no work prints, 54C minus. And then Paul Heyman comes out to the ring and he's like, "Okay, Paul, we all know is your men can win by you helping them. So for the next match, you're banned from ringside. It's going to be Bobby versus RVD right now." And Paul's just like, "Fine, you can do that, but I'm not going to sit back and let this happen again, Mick. I'll let this happen once, but if you do this again, there is a table with your name on it. Is he going to set Bully Ray on Mick Foley? Oh. And in an exceptional match, Rob Van Dam defeated Bobby Roode by pinfall with a 5-star frog splash. Bobby 77, RVD 71. No work appearance in 8 minutes of 7. 5C. And then we have a nice little, in a good match, Matt Hardy, Jay Lethal and Homicide defeat D'Angelo Gennaro, John Hennig and Samoa Joe in 8:29 when Matt Hardy defeat D'Angelo Gennaro by from the twist of fate. Joe 73, John Hennig 60, Angelo Gennaro 62, Homicide 55, Lethal 54, Hardy 57, no opponents. Now, I will probably bring in LAX and I'll probably get Hernandez on board for the foreseeable future, but we've had to fight Eddie Kingston. I had enough of him turning up most weeks unfit to work because of drugs. He's literally been doing it every week, so he's now been sacked. So don't be surprised if he sticks. I think he's also been sacked from Chicago because of it. I'm not sure. But I've sacked him. I couldn't do it anymore. 64C. And the video plays hyping up AJ Styles versus Bully Ray in our main event tonight. In an exceptional match, AJ Styles defeated Bully Ray in 24-31, both in the Superstars clash. AJ Styles made defense number 7 of his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. Bully Ray 69, AJ Styles 74, AJ improving in Rumble. The issue is the announcing 66C Plus. That's where we end the show with 66C Plus. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week for the Go Home edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling before we go to one of our big 4, Manhattan Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. Get ready for your fucking asses to be set on fire. This is Ring of Honor Fully Loaded, and we've got a huge angle later on tonight. 3,000 people have packed out the Everett Arena tonight. As we see an angle showcasing Bully, RVD, Sting, Joe, MVP, Matt Hardy, and Bobby Roode. And AJ's in the back. He has 74B minus tonight, which is not bad. This Sunday Night Live, I'm going to have to fight for my life as I go against Abyss and Unadables. Now I know Paul's got a whole gang of guys behind him, and I know the battle is true and hard. We need to defend the honour like Sting did on Impact this week when he won the match. Yes, he did win this past week on TNA Impact. I keep an eye on what's going on over there, so I know all the wins and losses. Look tonight, EC3 and Abyss. Be ready. I'm coming with Joe to kick your asses in the main event tonight. 74B minus. We've got a bigger angle on that coming out in a bit. But in a bad, good heat and decent wrestling, Bobby Lashley defeated John Hennig in 7:47 by from the knockout punch. These two, John Hennig 49, Lashley 45. These two don't click. Never book them in a match again, Josh. Well, in a decent match, the Young Bucks defeated Adrenaline Rush in 7:45 when Matt Jackson defeated ACH by pinfall the Moonsault. The Young Bucks managed defense number 4 of their Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Tadarius Thomas 32, ACH 33, Matt Jackson 53, Nick Jackson 59. I'm currently watching the first episode of Ruthless Aggression, even though I'm watching all the Attitude Era stuff. I'm watching the first episode of Ruthless Aggression, which so far has been really well done. 30 minutes in and we just discussed the entire invasion angle and how shit it was. But then we can't blame WWE for how shit the invasion angle was because of AWL contracts and they didn't want to hire because they were ridiculous. Which I do agree with. And now he's fired people because he wants to keep people in contracts so they don't go to AEW and other companies. But anyway, 52T plus Matt Jackson in performance. And also he's been in trouble with MLW. I don't know if this news is probably outdated when this goes out, but yeah, WWE in trouble with MLW. And then, of course, the Briscoes come in and beat them up. We were going to do that. But then in an exceptional match, Bully Ray defeated Rob Van Dam in 7:31 by pinfall the Bully Bomb. Bully Ray 74, RVD 77. Please be aware to hold on to your seats for the next angle. So after the match, Bully and Paul get a table out from under the ring and they go to put it up. And they put it up and then they go to put RVD out. Then bang bang and Mick comes out. So bang bang in the music. Hey, before you do that, we've got someone who wants to face you this Sunday. Oh, it's a new theme hits the arena, and then out from the crowd, behind them comes Dave Bautista. He hits the ring and spears Bully and then picks up Paul and puts him through the table. He might want us to lose, but tonight we got the upper hand, and he just walked off the stage smiling. Yes, Dave Bautista has arrived in Ring of Honor Wrestling. Let's go into the details. WWE weren't going to renew his contract. I threw him an offer his little way that said, yeah, do you want to come and join? You're 45 years old. Do you want to come and do a few years for us? And he was like, on the dotted line, we've got Dave Bautista in. In a battle of fantasy and great wrestling, MVP defeated Bobby Roode in 8:21 by pinfall the Playmaker. Bobby Roode 74, MVP 64, no work appearance. So after the match, all hell's going to break loose because Paul Heyman's had to be taken out. He's been put through a table by Dave. So all hell's breaking loose. We are sold out again at the Everett Arena, which is good. So yeah, all hell's playing loose. 71C plus, not bad. This is a good match. In a decent match, Chris Hero defeated Jay Lethal by pin with a Hangman's Clutch Facebuster. Jay Lethal 54, Chris Hero 48. Hero in performance of 53 C-. So after the match, once again, Ciampa comes out with his rope of security there, and he's like, "That's fine. I'm only here to enjoy the show. I brought a ticket. Look, this Sunday Night Live is going to be your final night in Ring of Honor and on this world, because the Cycler Killer is here to destroy you. Once and for all. Should someone really call the police? He's declaring he's going to murder Chris Hero. 47D. And then Adam Cole and Kevin Steen have a massive heel confrontation before coming to blows, and then they go into a 6-man tag match. And in a decent match, Matt Taven, Eric Young, and Kevin Steen defeated Adam Cole, Jimmy Jacobs, and Tetsuya Shigura in 7:58 when Eric Young defeated Tetsuya Shigura by pin with a spike pile driver. Kevin Steen 53, Young 50, Matt Taven 42, Tetsuya Shigura 39, Jimmy Jacobs 42, Adam Cole 47, Eric Young and Rumble in performance, Jimmy Jacobs performance. So yeah, he's from Noah. We've got a working agreement with Noah, so you'll see a few more Noah guys coming up. Oh, what's that? Video plays hyping Joe and Styles versus Abyss and EC3 in a 61C. Not bad. In a superb match, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles defeated Abyss and Ethan Carter III in 1955, and Samoa Joe defeated Carter III by pin with a Muscle Buster. AJ Styles 69, Joe 73, Ethan Carter III 50, Abyss 75, no work improvement 69C+, typical main event spot, and it gives us 69C+ overall. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a great go home angle right there. We'll see Dave Bautista versus Bully Ray this coming Sunday night at Manhattan Mayhem. Hope you enjoyed this episode so far. We'll see you for Manhattan Mayhem in a couple of ticks. Thanks for watching. Tonight we have the largest crowd in Ring of Honor history as a part of this show. And I'm not sure if I could be any more happy or angry with this show. Let's see. In the pre-show Chicago and London Kennedy defeat David Starr and Jordan Rush at 7:38. When Paul London defeated David Starr by pin on the Shooting Star Press. Darius Thomas 33, ACH 36. David Starr 30, Chicago 44, Brian Kendrick 47, and Paul London 46. Star in performance 43D. In a decent pre-show match, Adam Page defeated Tiger Mask in 7:35 by pin on the Adam's Apple. Tiger Mask 56, Adam Page 31, no work appearance 49D+. In a poor pre-show match, Marufuji, Algun, Henning, and Delirious defeat Colby Carino, Dr. Cube, Jay Bradley, and Joey Janela in 8:05, and Michael Allen defeat Joey Janela by pin on the Death Valley Driver. All here on a one nightly deal. Delirious 54, Henning 64, Algun 45, Marufuji 47, Joey Janela 21, Jay Bradley 32, Dr. Cube 22, and Colby 21. John Henning in performance, Dr. Cube in performance, Colby Carino in flying and performance 47D. This is why it's on the pre-show. In a poor pre-show match, Toriano, Sanada, Liger, Cedric Alexander, and Caprice Coleman, back after being hanged to death, defeat Jimmy Jacobs, QT Michelle, Carl Anderson, and Silas Young and Michael Bennett in 15:09 when Sanada defeated Silas Young by pinfall with the German suplex. Caprice Coleman 25, Cedric Alexander 32, Liger 58, Sanada 40, Toriano 48. Michael Bennett 41, Silas Young 37, Kyle Anderson 44, QT Michelle 35, and Jimmy Jacobs 42. Liger and Rumble, Toriano and Rumble, and Silas Young in performance. All here from Pro Wrestling Noah. At this time in the tonight, Ring of Honor is live from the Expo in Madison Square Gardens as we bring you live on pay-per-view Manhattan Mayhem. Tonight we have to defend the honor as AJ goes to War of Abyss, and new Ring of Honor star and WWE legend Dave Bautista faces Bully Ray. Cole Battlesteins in 30 minutes of hell, and two of the tag teams on top of the game meet in the ring. And now TNA, New Japan, Noah, and Ring of Honor present Manhattan Mayhem live. This won't be your only angle on the show tonight. Kevin, hello and welcome to this huge pay-per-view. Tonight it's going to be a battle like nothing you've seen, and kicking us off is that 30-minute Iron Man match, and seems like the entire landscape of it is going to be formed and here tonight, and Dave is behind it all as he faces Bully Ray. And Nigel, like, this is a new Ring of Honor and the biggest attempts we've ever had for a pay-per-view, and tonight it's going to be a big. Let's send it to the ring for the first match. Bobby Cruz. We do have Pyro go off, and we have a special set up for it with like landscape, like very cheap, cut out of the New York landscape. And we kick it off with the Iron Man match. In a decent match, Kevin Steen defeated Adam Cole in 30 minutes to Iron Man match in 30 minutes by 2 falls to 1. He got the last fall within the last 20 seconds of the match. Kevin Steen 50, Adam Cole 39, no work appearance. So yeah, Kevin Steen, it was 2 falls all the way up to that 20-minute mark before the end of the match, at which point Kevin Steen got the final fall and he won the match. In about a decent match, Matt Taven defeated BJ Whitmer in 8:21 by pinfall the arm trap headlock driver. Whitmer 47, Taven 45, no work appearance 44D, not bad. In a decent match, American Walls defeated the Bromeds in 7:47. When Davey Richards defeated Robbie E by from the Shooting Star Press. Eddie Edwards 69, Davey 71. Robbie 37, Jesse 33, Jesse in performance at 60C, not a bad match. In a decent match, Jay Lethal defeated Kenta in 7:54 by pinfall the Lethal combination. Jay Lethal 55, Kenta 46, no work appearance, 53C minus. In a decent match, Drew Galloway defeated Eric Young in 6:44 by pinfall the Future Shock. Drew Galloway 44, Eric Young 52, no work appearance of 51D plus. In a poor match, Tommaso Ciampa defeated Chris Hero in 13:29 by pinfall the Project Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa makes events number 5 of his Ring of Honor World Television title. Chris Hero 46, Tommaso Ciampa 34. Chris Hero in performance, Tommaso Ciampa in Rumble. And then after the match, oh, by the way, I meant to tell you that he comes down with his noose and he puts over the top turnbuckle. And after the match, Hero is still down when Ciampa gets his rope from the turnbuckle and hangs him over the top and strangles him. Security come out and they can't stop him. After what feels like an eternity, he stops and Hero's checked by EMTs and he gets put on a stretcher to leave the ringside area. And then so basically we now had Chris Hero hanged. So that's Caprice Coleman and Chris Hero, who Tommaso Ciampa has hanged over the ropes. So Kevin's like, oh my god, that is sickening. We'll have more updates on Chris Hero as the show goes on. And Steve's like, the Invaders are bad, but this man is worse. And Nigel's like, I've never seen anyone like that. 2 superstars have been taken out by Ciampa. This needs to stop. So yeah, we've now had Chris Hero hanged, and believe me, he's going to be given time off to sell this a bit better than Caprice Coleman, who just appeared on the pre-show tonight. But yeah, so he's now hanged Ciampa. Who the hell is going to go up against Tommaso Ciampa? Now he's hanging people over the top rope every time he beats them. Gives him a 43D. The Psycho Killer is winning. In above a great heat and good wrestling, Matt Hardy defeated Ryan down in 8:29 by pinfall the Twist of Fate. RVD 71, Matt Hardy's 58. No work improvements. As I say, the show must go on. A 66C plus. That's not a bad match. In a decent match, LAX debut defeating Raw Machine in 7:53 when Hernandez defeated Hansen by pinfall the Flying Splash. Hansen 39, Ray Rowe 38, Homicide 58, and Hernandez 54. Raymond Rowe improving in performance 52D plus. In above a good wrestling and decent match, crowd, Roderick Strong defeated D'Angelo Dinero by pinfall the Half Nelson backbreaker. Roderick Strong 55, D'Angelo Dinero 63. D'Angelo Dinero in performance 62C. That's a nice little match. In a decent match, Red Dragon defeated Bad Influence in 7:44 and Bobby Fish defeated Daniels by pinfall the running single leg high knee strike. Kyler Fish 39, Bobby Fish 41, Twanky Sony 61, Daniels 74, Kyler Riley in performance, Bobby Fish in performance, which is not bad. 54C minus, that's not a bad match actually. And we'll ignore that. In an exceptional match, Sting defeated Bobby Roode in 9:04 by pinfall. Bobby Roode 74, Sting 73, no work from 71C plus. In above a great heat and good wrestling, Bobby Lashley defeated MVP in 8:16 by pinfall the chokeslam. MVP 62, Bobby Lashley 59, no work improvements. That's a 63C. That's not a bad match. In above a great wrestling and good heat, Samoa Joe defeated Ethan Carter III in 8:25 by submission on the Kenichi clutch. EC3 54, Samoa Joe 80, no work improvements. Paul Heyman is not having a good night tonight, is he? As most of his men have now lost their matches. That's a 71C plus. I cannot complain with that. In a decent match, the Young Bucks defeat the Briscoes. Oh my god, you all thought the Briscoes were going to win? Ha, no. In 11:38, when Matt Jackson defeated Mark Briscoe by putting the moonsault, the Young Bucks make defense number 5 of their Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Mark Briscoe 50, Jay Briscoe 51, Matt Jackson 51, Nick Jackson 54. Mark Briscoe and Technical. Now, the Briscoes will eventually win their titles in this series. but I just don't feel it's right just yet. I've got a few face tag teams who I want to put in the title pictures with the Young Bucks, and they will probably be finishing on this week's Fully Loaded when we reset all the storylines. But 54C minus is not a bad tag match. In about a fantastic heat and good wrestling, Dave Bautista defeated Bully Ray in 21:47 by pinfall the Spinebuster. Dave Bautista 54, Bully Ray 75, no occurrence. I will be sorting Dave Bautista's in-ring quality out because that is absolutely piss poor and that is not how he wrestles in real life. 68C plus. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of this show as Styles vs Abyss in a ladder's war. In about that fantastic heat and great wrestling, AJ Styles defeated Abyss in a ladder war match in 25-14 when AJ Styles retrieved the item. AJ makes defense number 8 of his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. Abyss 71, AJ 70. AJ improving in Rumble. Paul Heyman did good work at ringside. This is the end of the show. That is where Manhattan Mayhem ends tonight. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Episode number 6. 69C plus increased our popularity in 34 regions. 5,000 people got to see this show. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll sort Dave Bautista out so his in-ring quality is better than that because that's a load of beep. He's one of the best in-ring workers I know. So yeah, that's that done. So all the champions retained their titles tonight. We had no Impact titles on the line because we were feuding with them, so I didn't feel that it was right to have them on the show. But next month we'll probably have them on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching tonight. And, well, whenever you watch this, thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys again real soon with more Ring of Honor Wrestling live.